Just adding the tiniest bit more of this light shade. Oh my gosh. It's like putting an aurora borealis on your eyes, but like even more magical. Oh my gosh. It's Danessa. Oh my gosh. Just a moment of silence, because look how gorgeous this is. I feel like a fairy. I'm trying out, actually no, I have a couple old favorites here. Some Hourglass base products I absolutely adore and love. And I'm trying the Danessa Myricks Lightwork VII eyeshadow palette, and I'm just blown away. You're gonna see more detail of that. I have my camera set up where I can kind of show you up close, but this is what everything looks like up close. I hope the camera is picking this up, because my lighting setup now kind of does show everything a little bit more harshly. So if I have any creasing, it's gonna look worse on camera. But not only this, I'm also trying the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Satin Bake Powder. So yeah, if you want to see how I did this look, just keep on watching. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my base. I have this SPF on today. It's a Skin Aqua Super Moisture Barrier UV Gel. It's a Japanese one. It works well. I'm liking it more because it's hydrating my skin a little bit more. Like, it feels a little bit heavier. Like, I wouldn't really like this during the summer. Working well now. And then I have my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer going on here. That's how much I have left. I do need to get more, or like the bigger one. But you know, it's just with everything that's been going on with e.l.f. And I mean, I saw the jumbo size, but they don't sell it anymore. It's just, there's a lot. I have to find, I mean, I like the milk one, but honestly, I do like this one more. And it's affordable, so But I'm going to switch up a couple of my base products today. I have the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, which is my favorite, like, glowy foundation. And that's coming from someone that doesn't really like glowy foundations. It's just, this one just looks like a filter. And recently, I have been liking the Bossman Beauty foundation brush, or like a complexion brush. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be mainly for foundation. And this shade on me is a little tan. I have 6.5 here, so it's a little tanner than me, but I'm going to use about 2.5 pumps here and spread this all out. Actually, I probably could have done 1.5 pumps, but this one is just such a gorgeous, I shouldn't have just went for my eyebrow like that, but it's okay. I'm gonna go really light on the concealer, I guess, because I'm kind of already priming my lids here. Don't mind me just getting everything in my hairline. It's okay. Today is hair wash day. I was supposed to go get a haircut, but I haven't had time for that. So we'll see whenever I can get my haircut. I honestly might just do it myself out of time constraints. And then my mirror broke. I know that's bad luck. I have to get a new mirror, but like, I don't consider myself very superstitious, but every once in a while something happens and I'm like, it's because I broke a mirror, isn't it? But yeah, this snapped in my car while I was traveling. And the thing is, it was a little like hairline, little fracture, maybe like a third of the way in. And then I picked it up the other day and it just went crack the rest of the way. So I don't know. I feel like now I kind of brought on some scary bad luck. But yeah, this shade has like a peachier undertone. Honestly, this shade range didn't really work out for me here, and I don't feel like mixing any other pigments here. But this one has a little bit of a peachier undertone than me. It works well during my like tanner summers, and I kind of do have a little bit of a tan going on right now. But yeah, this is fine. It works fine. But look, it literally looks like a filter finish, and I just put it on once it dries down. Completely beautiful, I promise. I remember to zoom you guys in. But now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I have the Hourglass, like, what is this, Vanish concealer in the shade Oat. This is just like my favorite concealer overall, because this is just amazing. And I'm gonna just dot a little bit, and you guys are gonna see the pigment here, but it's very, very thick, very, very high coverage, but I don't find that it creases on me, and it's literally a fantastic concealer. I do have a couple shades of these in my pro kit, but using this whatever excess on my lid, since I already have foundation on here, I'm not going to try to put too much product there, but spreading this out for a little bit of brightness. But the foundation itself already has some pretty good coverage, So this is more for brightening and then just covering up some of these blue lines I have right here in my inner corner and under my eyes. I also went ahead and removed my lash extensions. I do my own lash extensions while I travel every once in a while, and it was just bugging me. I really like to put on like a fresh set of like fluffy lashes with full glam looks. So went ahead and removed that, and I have some residue on my lashes, but it slowly comes off. But I am noticing some of it underneath my eye right here, but ignore that, please. For a little bronzer, I have the Makeup by Mario SoftSculpt Shaping Stick in light to medium, and this one's a nice like neutral shade on me, so you know I can use it as a contour and a bronzer, but this is typically where I like to bronze up, and I am a bronzer lover, so I will go pretty heavy. I like to go heavier with my powders, honestly, but this one's a nice shade, kind of hard to overdo. Beautiful. And I do like that this has like a soft, like a more matte finish. I prefer it just like that. Let me see, I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. I'm gonna use a smaller side here. I'm just gonna tap. I don't want to move around the contour too much. Kind of want to keep it in its place to keep everything defined. Yeah, I don't know what kind of look I'm going for with my eyes, but I'm just gonna go with a more glamorous looking base today because I do plan on using the blue shades. So yeah, I just love my blue tones. It's gonna be, I hope it's a really fun look. I'm really excited to play with it, especially since I have never tried any Danessa Myricks eye palettes, like none of the Lightworks. I have used the Groundwork palette, and I love that, the original Groundwork. It's not available anymore, unfortunately, but yeah, I haven't tried any of the Lightworks, and I'm very, very excited, especially like seeing this bright blue shade. And like, if you are new here, I love my bright blue shades. Like, that's just like my thing. I have a lot of tutorials with some very bright blues, greens, things like that. So I love my cooler toned colors. Blush was super hard to pick because I don't know what look I'm going for, but I've been absolutely loving this shade from Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin It Girl Blurring Balm Powder Flush. It's for your face and lips, and it's such a pretty pink on your cheeks. So like, here you go. I just use my finger to blend it out, and I'm someone that loves blush. I will use a lot of blush always, and this shade is just so pretty, and I don't use a powder blush after this. So the end result is going to be just this shade. I might use, I don't know. Let's see. Look how pretty that is. Danessa Myricks, the queen that you are. Whatever excess I have, I like to put on the bridge of my nose right here. Really wanted to use my Laura Mercier setting powder. This one is just my favorite, but I grabbed these two from Kimchi Beauty. I really want to try it, so I grabbed the shade Banana and Translucent. I think I'll just try Translucent because I use Translucent for literally all of my other setting powders, so I feel like this might be a good baseline to compare. But you get a little puff. I haven't even opened this yet, but I'm excited. Got that baby open. The sieve is like a cute heart shape. So let's see. I'm gonna close the lid, shake this up. Yeah, my go-to has been the Wet n Wild one. Ooh, very nice, very fine, very did I go cross-eyed there? Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna take a little bit on my puff. I'm gonna use my traditional triangle puff. When I test out another product, like a new product, I like to keep everything else the same. Like, I try to apply the same amount. Ooh. Okay, looks good. I always go in with like a lighter amount. Let me see, let me look up real close. Yeah, I typically go in with a lighter amount. Interesting. Yeah, it's nice and blurring. I think this is honestly, this one might work better if you use more. But I'm just lightly setting. Okay, immediately, I can really feel it. Like, this is going to be one that is good for oily skin because I feel it making my under eyes a little dry. But if you have oily skin, you'll probably love this. Of course, I'm going to keep testing it out, setting it, see how this holds. I am a bit picky with my setting powders, but most setting powders do a pretty good job. I mean, this one's really, I mean, I can tell this is gonna lock my makeup in. Okay, so I have drier skin. Before I put on my primer, like my sunscreen primer, I actually have 2 layers of SPF on because I reapplied my SPF. So my base already has like a lot of moisture on it. And you know, I always put on my my moisturizer on beforehand in the morning. Wow. Yeah. Very mattifying. Honestly, I have to see how I feel about this. I have to see how this wears. I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, all powders are going to mattify and smooth out. It's very rare that a powder doesn't do that. But, I mean, thus far, this is locking in. This kind of reminds me actually of the Morphe one. No, like there's not really coverage, which I prefer with my translucent setting powders. I actually want them to be translucent. I don't look for coverage. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I don't know is the shade off? There's something about this. Maybe next time I'll have to try Banana because the translucent one has like a pinker undertone. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna update at the end result. See how I feel. Okay. Maybe I should try this with a different foundation. In general, I have been loving like this bronzer. It's the perfect amount of warmth, and I just like going heavy here. But I'm using this is from Rimmel London. It's the, what is this? Natural bronzer. It says waterproof bronzing powder. I don't know if that's true, but it's in the shade 022 Sun Bronze. And this one is just the perfect one to warm up everything on your face. It's just so beautiful. And when it comes to like, when I go really heavy on bronzers, I like to use 2 bronzers. So one that's warmer tone, one that's cooler tone, and this one is like my warmer tone one, and I think I'll actually use my Essence one for my cooler tone bronzer to really contour up my nose. So switching to my Essence one, and this is the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in 03 Chocolate Sundae. I'm using a shadow brush from Sephora to really just add a little bit more dimension to my nose. Like this. If I'm looking up to set, my mirror's on the side. I'm still trying to figure out my whole setup with this new lighting, but let's see. Got that. And I like to kind of put it with my brow like this, and we're gonna fix up my brows in a little bit. Just bring a little bit more extra definition. And I'm also gonna go in with my King's Mist brush. It's a dual-ended brush. My favorite, honestly, beats out a lot of my higher end brushes for powder brushes. And this brush is $4, less than $4. It's 3 something on Amazon. So yeah, if you have Amazon, I will link it in the description below. I honestly don't know where else you could get this, but it's an amazing brush for $4 and you get 2 ends here. Going ahead and filling in my brows. This is the Shop Miss AOA Studio, the micro brow pencil. Love this thing. Honestly, I'm using the shade Ebony, which is pretty dark. My typical go-to is like the Morphe one, but honestly, when I do more heavy full glam looks, I have been liking like a deeper brow. But I mean, the amount of foundation I got caked to my eyebrows, I'm hoping this spoolie will help me fix this. Overall, I still keep a pretty natural feel here, so I'm filling in the sparse area right here, the end, and this front area, but it looks kind of atrocious with the amount of foundation I have on. Let's see. I realize this lighting is harsher than what it looks like in real life, so keep that in mind. If you see anything, I mean, I guess it's good to see how a makeup product is working, but the camera really is making it look harsher. Like if there's any creasing, things like that, yeah. So just keep that in mind. I will point out anything I see anytime I try a product, but I mean, thus far it looks pretty good. It's just my eyebrows have a lot of product in them. Before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I have the Milani Make It Last Original. I haven't used this one in a while. I've been really liking the Pixie one, but the sprayer it has is horrible. But this one, you know, I'm making my way down in this. So I might just fill it in here. Can this open? No, so not this one. Anyways. I like to do this since it has like hydrating ingredients in here, it's gonna kind of like melt the powder into my face, kind of get this locked up while I do my eyes. Danessa Myricks in the packaging is just chef's kiss, because this right here, my nails are done, is a mirror, right? You have a mirror and it matches the size of these like sections. Now each of these sections come out and everything's magnetized. So each of these sections you can pull out, right? Like this. And this is magnetized. You can put your own products or take these pans out, stick it to here to also save space. And these are magnetized to each other. So I can take all three of these out, stack them on top of each other, and they will stay together. Stick the mirror on top, and it comes with a case, a pouch that I think is magnetized. I mean, it has like a little clasp closure. You put it in. You can fit the whole palette in this case. Is that not genius? Like I love like my bigger palettes. Like I love the drama of having a ginormous palette like this, but I absolutely love that I can just take however much I want. And then, you know, even within this, I can swap these out for other ones in the palette. So I think that's fabulous. I think Danessa is like, this is like, it's not revolutionary because magnetized palettes have been a thing, but making it so compact with a leather case, and her formulas are insane because this has 10 different formulas. 10 different formulas. I couldn't name them for you right now if I wanted to, but maybe I'll do a separate video going in depth about this. I can learn and figure it out for you guys if you want, but look at this. I saw this blue and I almost screamed when I first saw this palette. So that's gonna kind of be the focus of here, but I think I'll go in with my Sephora crease brush, yes, and use this shade right here just to get a little bit of warmth into my crease. So laying this product down, I expect honestly the pigment to be somewhere around Pat McGrath's, but I'm noticing this actually applies smoother. And I think this palette, like they were advertising it as something that you can like, it's a finger palette. So you could do full on looks with a finger, which I think is pretty cool. But I know there's a term in like makeup manufacturing where it's like when you like a matte shadow, like you drag it out, you know, like the fact that it stays there, that's like a term instead of it being like running off. Does that make sense? Am I crazy? Maybe I'll stop blabbering for now about like the formulas because I will do a little bit more research, understand it better, so I can kind of maybe in a future video talk about or have better knowledge on what I'm talking about. I'll go ahead from this right here, use this shade. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use this deeper brown shade to get a little bit more drama here, but I'm going to switch to the shadow brush from Sephora. I'm just going to kind of lay some color down first and then add a little bit more depth. I mean, the shades are beautiful. I've noticed in the past Lightwork palette, it was all very bright colors, which honestly is totally up my forte. I tried to actually buy the 6th one, but it's sold out everywhere, and any place I am seeing it for sale are from resellers, and they're selling it for like 3 times the price, which is kind of absurd to me. But I guess it was a limited edition gem because honestly I have a lot of matte shadow things I have. I would absolutely love a palette like this, like the 6th one. So if anyone has one and they're like willing to part with it, reach out to me because I think it's stunning. And I didn't really know about Danessa Myricks last year. I mean, I knew of the company, but I really didn't invest into higher, more expensive makeup until I really started this channel. So yeah, because all my Pat McGrath palettes I've purchased, I mean, most of my super high-end makeup I've purchased more in this past year. But I mean, I did have a lot of makeup to start off with, but you know, the collection has grown a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade under my eye. Go ahead and get some nice color here. Take the first crease brush, and use that first shade that I used to kind of soften this up. I really kind of want to work it into my face and on both sides here. Immediately, I'm just noticing like the blend. Like when I look at the blend, it's so seamless. I'm hoping it shows up like that on camera, but literally it just, I think this is the smoothest blend I've ever seen on any eyeshadow. I'm gonna dig right into this blue shade right here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger because I am aware this is a finger formula. Oh, woo! Oh yeah. Just gonna, okay, kind of need to rub, I guess. Ooh, that's a pretty shade, but I'm not sure I'm applying. Okay, there you go. I guess you have to use a little bit of pressure to get it on. Wow, I was expecting the formula for this to be a lot softer, but let me see. Like I was expecting like a mousse texture, honestly. It's still gorgeous though. Let me try a brush. Okay, pick some up with a brush. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I don't know if I set my lid too much, but it's like, it's looking a little patchy, but honestly, this is a different formula. I think you have to kind of warm it up or something. It is so very blue. I am having to work it in a little bit just to get it like really smooth. But I'm applying more as I see little areas like this, and it's like a foiled shade. Yeah, it's so stunning. This literally is like one of my favorite shades to have on my eyes. It's just so beautiful. I think I'm going to blend out like the line right here, but I'm going to use another color to do that with. I don't know if I mentioned the brush, but this is MUL 16 from Dress Up. I'm going to use this brush, and I think I want to dip into this shade right here to add a little bit more depth to the corner. Actually, let me swatch this. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, it's like a gunmetal type shade. Oh yeah, that's pretty. You guys can kind of see how that, oh, I feel like this one applied a little smoother than the blue one. I will clean that up. But using that same shade here, just my finger to apply it. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I'm gonna use this on my finger just to kind of blend this blue out. Yeah. I think this formula would actually be better like you do your eyes first and then you do your base, because I did kind of make a little bit of a mess. But I'm going to go ahead and use the Sephora crease brush with, I think honestly just nothing on it. Just blend this out because yeah, I am seeing a little bit of fallout as well. I will try my best to clean that up, but that's really pretty. Yeah, I'm seeing like a little flecks here, which is fine. Honestly, for glitters and pigments like these, I would expect it. I have to use a brush for this because my nails are too long. I'm going to use this iridescent shade. I mean, look how pretty. I'm going to put this on like my inner corner. I think this honestly would probably be better with my finger, but it's just, I don't think I can do it with my nails. But at least I have my lashes off. Did y'all see that? Oh, maybe I should have done a better job. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. That's so very shimmery. Look at that. I love this. Best part is I'm actually going to Sephora again. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This one's like a nice soft, like a moussey texture. Oh my god. Y'all hear the trash outside? That's so gorgeous. I am now will be awaiting a bride that just wants like a full-on icy blue glam, because look at that. There's two other iridescent shades here, this one and this one. This one looks like it has green specks. This one has like a pinky champagne-y. So I think I want to try a little bit of this. Wow, it comes out so easily here too. I'm just gonna put that on like my inner corner. Ooh, I'm normally not one to like do my inner corners like this, but I just want to play with everything and feel like a fairy. Can the trash just not right now? Look at that. like a deer in headlights. It's a flat brush in that like deeper shade I used on the outside right here, and get this under my lash line. I'm gonna try to do this carefully where I don't have too much fallout. Wow, I feel like a fairy. This is so gorgeous. I'm gonna blend this out to soften it because I will do a more dramatic liner with this look, because there's a gorgeous matte black here and I have to test how well that is, but really just diffusing this because I kind of want these colors to go like melt into my face. I go ahead and do some eyeliner. I have the Nicole Miller gel eyeliner here, and I'm using the Made by Mitchell like angled brush here. And I'm gonna do just a regular liner, but I'm going to use that black shadow from the Danessa Myricks palette to kind of smoke it out. I just really want a good bit of drama here, but I like to actually start with my wing like this, and then just kind of draw it back like that. And then I'll basically stamp the gel eyeliner on so it stays nice and rich. I normally don't show how I do my liners as often because I usually make atrocious faces, and I'll like bend out of frame. I tried a couple times, but then I'll watch the footage and I'm just out of frame. So I'm trying to be mindful about that. And I'm just dabbing this on. I'm making sure my brush stays loaded, so I'm not like mixing this liner with the eyeshadow here. Got eyelash here. There we go. I'm also going to put this in like my inner corner like this. It's easiest honestly just to stamp it on and then make sure everything's even. Just like that. Top liner is done, and I just went ahead and did my waterline as well. And this liner, I mean, I'm trying to give this a couple chances, but I don't think I like this at all. But this is from Smashbox. It's Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for another waterproof formula to go in my waterline, but this is just not dark enough. I don't really care if it's sharp or not, honestly. Yeah, it's just not as dark, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I have it, I'll try to use it, but this is just not giving what it needs to give. Back to the palette and the same eyeliner brush that I did my gel liner with. Using this black shade, I'm gonna top off my gel liner, and it's gonna also kind of like soften it, making it a little bit more dramatic. And yeah, honestly, I have been loving doing this with my more dramatic eye looks, and it just makes everything look a little bit more like HD, if that makes sense. Like it just gives like it literally looks perfect. So this eye I went over with the powder. It has like a filter like blur, and this is without. It's a very, very subtle difference, but I promise it actually does make a difference. And then even after I do my lashes, I will go in on top of my lash band with a black eyeshadow powder. And it's gonna lock everything in and mattify that top part so it looks less false lashy. Like it's gonna make it look like you're wearing the lashes and your lashes aren't wearing you. I'm having trouble finding my lash glue, so I just grabbed this one. It's the AOA Studio Super Strip Lash Adhesive in black. I actually prefer using clear lash glue for now, but for lashes, I'm going to go a little bit more dramatic, and I have the MAC lashes in Heartbreaker, so I'm about to go ahead. That's another pair. I have multiples of these because it's just one of my more used MAC lashes, but going ahead, putting this glue on, and I will be right back. I'm actually going ahead and curling my lashes a little bit. I don't like to curl my lashes, honestly. It doesn't really do much for my lashes, but it does kind of help hold. Like, I mean, if my lashes continue pointing down like the way they normally do, you can kind of tell with lashes. So I like to do just like a little curl and coat my lashes with mascara, because it also takes that grayness away from other eyeshadow products. But this mascara has been amazing for getting a lot of detail and length for my bottom lashes. So this one is the blackest mascara I own, I swear, and it's just $1. So This is the Big Boss mascara. I keep this in my kit for my like super dramatic looks. And this, like other people, my clients have told me that this actually is the darkest mascara they've seen. So just trust me on this one. It's just $1. And you know what? They're actually opening up stores across the US. I know in Georgia, there's like 4 or 5 now. So, I mean, you could just walk in, buy this mascara, and just try it out, because I can guarantee you it's just such a dark mascara. I mean, you guys saw how I adjusted my bottom lash line. Stunning. Yeah, that's really dramatic. I like it though. I really do like it. Yeah, but because the lashes are so dramatic, I kind of want to take the shimmers a little bit higher. So I'm going to go in with that flat brush, and I'm going to start off with like that iridescent blue shade and kind of blend this a little higher. It's just so pretty. Yeah, just like that. I don't want to take it too crazy high, but that's just such a, gosh, I could literally smother this all over my face and just be like a mermaid for Halloween next year. Oh, that's so dreamy. Wow. I'm gonna roll with the lashes. I like the drama, right? The whole point of today was supposed to be drama, but I think I want to add a little bit more depth to my crease. So I'm gonna use that shadow brush and this matte brown, and I'm gonna focus this just on like the outer corner right there. So I'll have a little bit more depth, just like that. Yep. And honestly, a lot of times after I put on lashes, I like to add more depth in general. And I'm just kind of layering this on top where I have that like brown shimmery shade. It's pretty. It's giving almost like Yzma, but if her color was blue. Kronk, pull the lever. I'm going back in with this Real Techniques brush and using my Hourglass foundation to kind of correct where I accidentally got some blue shadow right here, but I'm just really just stamping it on the tip right here, and it's just kind of patching it up. So yeah, I won't really touch up actually I kind of will have to touch up the bronzer here, but I do notice this palette has some fallout. So this type of palette I would use before doing your base, but I mean, not too bad of a cleanup. I've had much worse fallout, but definitely with this blue shade, I was getting a good bit of fallout even when I was applying it with my finger. So just be watchful of that. Look like this. Like this lip liner is just it. Like as I was doing my eyes, I was like, it has to be this lip liner. But this is Maybelline Lifter Liner in the shade On It. And it's the perfect cool tone brown. And especially my go-to when I do full-on dramatic heavy looks like this. It's super creamy. It's gonna give you coverage. Like I have a deeper outer lip line. This kind of covers that and like smooths everything out. That's so pretty. I mentioned my camera being like exaggerative of anything I am trying to hide. So my mustache is probably very evident on camera right now, so just be nice. Just adding the tiniest bit more of this light shade. Oh my gosh, it's like putting an aurora borealis on your eyes, but like even more magical. Oh my gosh, I've never taken this makeup look off. Now I'm gonna use Huda Beauty's Buttercup in the center of my lips. It's like the perfect creamy nude shade on me. Like I don't like when creamy nude shades get very pink. This one has just like such a nice, like, it's like, I mean, it looks more orange here, but it's not too orange where it's just gonna look orange on your lips. This actually looks like a nude on me. Best lip gloss ever, the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss. I have the shade Nudie, which has been my go-to like kind of baby pink version on me gloss. I'm just gonna like, I don't know about plumping honestly, but this is line smoothing. And and it actually like stays on. A lot of glosses like disappear within like 10 minutes for me. This one stays on, and look how gorgeous and line smoothing that is. You actually can fake a lip filler with this. Is this not like amazing? Oh my gosh. See, the magic of like a great eyeshadow palette, just the magic of some fantastic makeup really just like, it feels like a breath of fresh air. This 10 out of 10, more than 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, 1,000 out of 10. This is amazing. I think this is, it's just revolutionary. The different formulas, I was so shocked at how soft these are. I mean, look at that sparkle. I feel like a fairy. This is just, I have a friend in the neighborhood and she is like one of my biggest supporters. She's probably watching this. And anytime my makeup looks good, I just walk over to her house, just show her. I'm going to be walking over to her house after this so she can see this look, because this is insane. And we like share makeup, so she's going to be playing with this soon too. But look how gorgeous. Now an update with the Kimchi powder. I mean, it looks fantastic. It does feel a little bit drying on my skin, but I will try this out with another foundation, something that I do use a little bit more often to see how I like it. But honestly, it's a solid setting powder. Is it my favorite? I'm not too sure yet. I will try out more. I am picky with my setting powders, but I definitely will try this other shade out, Banana, that I grabbed. I'm really excited. I love a good setting powder. So it's a great powder. I'm just very picky, but I'll keep testing out and update my thoughts. But this masterpiece, oh my gosh, you guys are going to be sick of me for like the next week and a half. It's just going to be all this, I swear. I mean, I have so much makeup. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it's going to be a lot more very fun, very full glam looks coming your way, so keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed the video, give this a thumbs up and give me what kind of looks you want to see with this eyeshadow palette. I do plan on doing like an in-depth about the palette video, kind of talking about the different formulas, swatches, like closer looks, maybe some comparisons. I don't have any more Danessa Myricks eyeshadow palettes, but let me know if there is something available to grab. I will grab it. Honestly, I'm so in love with it. I'm gonna grab it anyways, honestly. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, especially more kind of looks with this eyeshadow palette. But yeah, I am in love with this, and I'm super excited that I have this. Honestly, it's just been like a rough couple of days, and now just trying this, it just lifts my spirits, you know? But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, let me know your thoughts and give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. But yeah, you can also follow me on my social media where you can see content like this and a little bit more of life. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.